Good morning, everybody. Rainy day out here. Just waiting for the rains to pass before Gage and I go for a walk in the swamp. Seems to be about the best that it's been in 3 days. So I've got a pack sack with a bunch of gear on it. Gage and I are going to do a walk through the swamp, go back to the hunting blind. I need to repair it. There was some ice buildup and it tore through the roof. So we've got to do a bit of a sew/tape job. And I haven't been back here in the swamp because it's been treacherous. Icy, slippery. Now it's just wet. So we're gonna take our time, make our way back here without losing any gear, getting wet. Last night I heard owls, and I actually got myself up and out of bed 4 o'clock in the morning, grabbed the parabolic dish and went and set it up on the deck. And something strange happened when I did that. The owls immediately stopped calling. So I ran the recorder for 2 hours and I didn't get a single owl hoot recorded, which seems strange to me because I listened to them for 20 minutes before I got up and set that up. But that's not the strange thing. When I got up, I went to the walk-in closet, grabbed my bathrobe. Yes, I sneak out on the deck in the bathrobe at 4 in the morning. I'm like, I'm not getting dressed. But there was a loud bang, a metallic bang inside our bedroom, and it actually woke my wife up, and she got mad at me. Something fell across the room as I was up in the closet getting my robe, which is weird to me. We did a Spirit Box session yesterday in preparation for going back to Mouse's cabin on the main channel. Grant's doing a session as well and asking his spirit team, is it safe, should we go? And so I did the same thing. And we get all the usual responses, It's here, it's angry, Gary's gonna die next. That was one of the replies that we got. But then immediately after that, somebody said, he's lying. Twice it referred to the messages that we were getting as a he. So I guess whatever haunts the woods back at Mouse's cabin is a male energy. I don't know. Whereas here, I'm pretty sure, back in these swamps, it's female. And I don't want to say its name, but we've done videos on it. You guys, I'll put it on the screen right here. You guys know the name. We were given the name, and in multiple videos, we heard that name. Also today, I am testing out the ZV-E1. I do have the camcorder in the pack shack. I do have my phone. I have the speaker. But we did a firmware update on the ZV-E1. And I have not used it a lot in the last 2-3 months because of overheating. It's notoriously bad for overheating. I can get about 18 to 22 minutes out of my camera before it heats up. And then the warning symbol comes on. And then after that, you get about a minute and it shuts off. And once it does that, you are down to a few minutes of recording and then it heats up again and it's just a cycle, it keeps going. So I don't know that the firmware drumming grouse. I don't know that the firmware is going to do anything about the overheating, but I also have a secondary issue, which is that this camera thinks it's writing to a memory card and it's not. And you see recording symbol in the top corner, like lines that it's writing to the memory card, and it gets stuck in an eternal loop. And I have bought 3 very expensive SD cards, different brands, high end, and none of them have resolved that issue. So I think it's something wrong with the camera itself, and I'm not the only person experiencing that. So hopefully the new Sony firmware for this ZV-E1 version 103 is going to resolve that. I've been recording for about 10 minutes so far, just coming through the swamp here. No issues yet, but it's a random thing. Here's where we hit the darker, more active section of the woods. I've been pretty quiet, just walking along slow, not talking. We're not far, maybe 500 meters from the hunting blind here. But this next stretch, the 500 yards, we've talked about it many times. It's all on that bedrock under this moss. And it just leads up there to where the hunting blind is. No wind today, very quiet in here. Well, I just saw the first mosquito of the season. That's not a good sign. We're only the third of the way through April. It was snowing yesterday. And yet mosquito season is going to start. Huh. A big wad of deer hide. We're almost there. I'm gonna lose a layer when we get there. It's definitely warmer out than I thought it was going to be. And I'm beginning to overheat. Very quiet back here today, like super quiet. Heard one owl and that's it. No knocks, no cracks, breaks, strangeness, nothing. And along with that, I have not felt any shivers down the back of my neck. It's been a pretty easy walk. Hey, here we are. It's still standing. Hopefully a few minor little repairs here. We'll be good for another 3 seasons. That's what we're here to fix. I think it'll be easiest to fix that from in here. Okay, so while I work on that, I'm going to fire up the hack shack and we'll just let it run. See if we get any responses. It'll probably take me 10 or 15 minutes to sew that and get it repaired. Nothing. Nobody's here watching me work at the hunting blind. Okay, 2 responses. Followed by response number 4. Well, as you can see, this looks a little weak around here now too, so it's probably not really waterproof up there anymore. These tents really aren't meant to be put out in the woods and left for 3 years through winters, hard winters up here in Northern Ontario. But that's exactly what I've done to this one, so it's taken its toll. Basically, it's just a place to come and get out of the weather and have a blind where animals can't see me. You know, if I want to try to do some photography of deer or wood ducks coming up shortly. The wood ducks will be back. We'll be down at the river. I might move the tent. Probably not. I'm pretty lazy. I think this is where it's going to stay until it completely decomposes in the woods. So this is supposed to go in there. Oh, wow. Man. How did that come out of there? I think I need to do this. Okay, there we go. Now, there, now it's fixed.
Force now fixed.
Gage just growled. Gage is growling over there. Okay, so he's just coming back now. But I heard him down there growling. What are you growling at? Okay guys, so we are out of battery power on the ZV-E1, and I'm gonna just switch over to the camcorder rather than take this off the gimbal to put on a new battery, etc. It's just easier to put it in the pack sack. Do that when I get home, where things aren't gonna get dropped or scratched out here in the forest. So switching over to the camcorder and heading back down the trail towards home. Okay, now there's the first full body shiver of this trip, guys. I fixed the tent, right? Then I came in and sat in here. I did not close that zipper. I did not zip that closed. It is freaking closed. I did not close that. I am positive I did not close that. Well, I don't know if we caught anything on the hack shack or during that session, guys. I'm not sure how long the fix is going to stay on there. I just dropped the camcorder. Now I just dropped the phone. So that's all 3 cameras that have been dropped today. Telling ya. What the fuck was that? He didn't even react to that. Did you guys hear that freaking growl over there? Okay, that freaked me the fuck out. I don't know what he growls at when he's growling at stuff. Then we hear something like that and he doesn't even react. So yeah, I'm a little bit annoyed because that is the way home. And that is where that sound just came from. I have no idea what that was, guys. That was... Oh, you heard that one, did you? But you didn't hear the first one because you don't pay attention to anything. Okay, so there's a woodpecker going off down there consistently over and over and over. That's not it. I don't know if this picked up. It was like a hissing, really loud, followed by like a squeal. Twice. I don't know what I just heard. All I can tell you is I'm not sticking around to run into whatever that is. Lynx? Maybe a lynx? Ooh. It was like a hiss. Maybe a big cat. Maybe a cougar or a lynx. It is heavily debated whether there are cougar in this area. They are listed as a species at risk for this area. I've never seen one. I've never seen a track of one. But just like many of the other things that are coming back, there could be cougar here. And you know what? If that's the case, the Canadian government's going to have to make some changes because I can't carry a firearm when I'm out here. But you know what? My brain is now telling me that that was possibly a big cat sound. All right, well, I've got a good half mile between us and the hunting blind now. Haven't heard anything else, thank goodness. It's not something following me anyway. All right, guys, I think that's it. I'm gonna put this camera away. It's slippery. I'm gonna concentrate where I'm going. We'll catch you guys in the next adventure. Thanks for your patience. It's been a while since I put anything up on this channel, I know, but Just got to be the right time of year. And right now there's lots of other adventures to be had. So well, there's no bugs and stuff out here in the swamp. That's, you know, we're doing other things. But be patient. There will always be more videos coming to this channel sooner or later.